Tony could have managed. Night 1. A hoof tapped against the window panes. It was 4 in the morning, and Fluttershy was standing outside of Apple Bloom's bedroom window. Her eyes were blank, and her smile slight enough to go virtually unnoticed. As Apple Bloom turned her head towards the window, Fluttershy raised a hoof and tapped against the glass again. She mouthed 4 words, her mouth barely moving.
It's cold out here.
Apple Bloom pulled the covers over her head. She listened to the creaks and groans of the house settling. It would be dawn soon. The tapping started again.
Order our plantation shutters from just $275 per square metre.
The experts in the trade.
It's an ice bath.
Eat Well soup from Heinz.
Night 2. Fluttershy was standing outside of the window again. Her eyes didn't look quite right, but Apple Bloom would have been at a loss if asked to describe how. The dark red stain across the left of Fluttershy's face contrasted harshly with her normally bright fur. She again tapped on the glass, again mouthing those 4 words.
It's cold out here.
It was not cold. If anything, it was an unusually warm spring night. Apple Bloom pulled the covers up to her muzzle. A part of her wanted to open the window and let Fluttershy in. Yet there was that whisper at the back of her young mind.
No,
Some part of Apple Bloom's brain said.
do not open the window.
So she merely sat there, staring into Fluttershy's slightly off eyes. Sleep seemed a remote possibility, but eventually it came. Apple Bloom dozed off just as the tapping stopped. Night 3. That night, Apple Bloom dreamed of toys. Not merely toys in general, but familiar plush or wooden faces from her childhood. She saw the wooden dolls Granny Smith had given her. The hand-me-downs from Big Macintosh and Applejack were also there. Although they looked dingier than Apple Bloom remembered, she found herself digging through what seemed to be an unending pile of toys.
What am I looking for?
Apple Bloom wondered. Apple Bloom decided a minute later it must be King Paws, her favorite teddy bear. She remembered loving him immensely when she was a foal. But why couldn't she find him? Surely he must be somewhere. Surely this relic of Apple Bloom's foalhood was not so easily buried. But King Paws hadn't been buried. Had he? He had gone missing. He had vanished from her life one spring night, and Apple Bloom had never been quite the same since. With this realization, Apple Bloom started to sob. This rush of emotion yanked her out of her dream. Fluttershy was standing outside the window again. Clutched in her mouth was a tattered, old teddy bear. Night 4. Apple Bloom slept in Applejack's bed that night. She made up some excuse about nightmares, horribly aware of how immature she sounded. But her big sister was more than willing to switch bedrooms for the night. And of course, Apple Bloom could not tell her the real reason she was so distraught. Lying in bed, Apple Bloom started thinking about her foalhood for some reason. She recalled bright eyes peering out from an open wardrobe, shadows slinking across the floor, a husky sigh as she approached sleep. But those were not memories. Were they? Surely they were simply the remnants of past bad dreams. Applejack complained of a headache the next morning, but otherwise was none the worse for wear. Night 5. Apple Bloom was alone in the house. Her siblings and grandmother had left the premises, the former due to a last-minute order, and the latter due to some business with a distant relative. They would not be back until late the next day. Prior to bed, Apple Bloom locked all the doors and windows in the house. She made a bed for herself on the living room couch, and as one final precaution, Apple Bloom took an old garden hoe from the barn. She laid it next to her makeshift bed within Hoof's reach. It was raining outside. Apple Bloom listened to the raindrops splattering against the roof as she dozed off. Occasionally, she was convinced she heard something else. A footstep, a bang, a whisper. No, it was her imagination, or perhaps the wind. Apple Bloom snuggled deeper under the blanket. More noises. They sounded as if they were coming from her bedroom, but that was impossible. The window was closed. But was it closed? Apple Bloom sat up, her heart pounding. She thought her locking down of the house had been thorough. But hadn't she intentionally avoided her bedroom, trusting the window to be closed? Yet any pony in her family could have opened it prior to their leaving.
Try the new Angry Brekkie Wrap and Barista Made Cap. Morning start at Hungry Jack's.
Get an M-Genius deal on the MG HS Hybrid Plus. See your MG dealer today.
Even more noises, banging, and perhaps footsteps. And Apple Bloom was now certain they were coming from her room. She clutched the blanket, quivering. What was she going to do? Investigate? Flee? But what if it really was her imagination, and the window was firmly shut? If so, stepping out of the house might put her in more danger. Apple Bloom threw off the blanket and dropped to the floor. She had to know. Perhaps she was trotting to her own death. But it was better than simply waiting for some unknown horror to grab her. Apple Bloom took the garden hoe in her mouth before she headed up the stairs. The house was silent, but Apple Bloom was not fooled. She approached her bedroom with caution. A part of her expected the door to fly open and for some awful creature to pounce. But having a weapon of sorts made Apple Bloom feel brave. Brave enough to gently push the door open without hesitation. The window was open. The wind, now practically howling, was slapping sheets of rain and leaves into the room. Judging by the twigs and leaves that had accumulated under the window, it had been open for a while. But the window was not the part that made Apple Bloom pause. It was not the cause of the scream that climbed halfway up her throat. She saw it within seconds. And once she did, Apple Bloom thanked Celestia she had not stepped into the room. Something was in Apple Bloom's bed. A pony-shaped lump was visible under the covers. It was moving, its chest rising and falling with every breath. Apple Bloom thought she smelled something rotting and dusty, like the pages of a very old book. But she could have imagined it. Apple Bloom did not move. Neither did the creature, save for its breathing. Apple Bloom realized the creature did not seem to notice she was there. It did not stir as she stood frozen in the doorway, nor did the wind and rain seem to disturb it. Apple Bloom eventually left the room, quietly shutting the door behind her. She went back downstairs, slower this time, as not to make too much noise. Apple Bloom ended up spending the night in the barn. When her family returned and demanded an explanation, she made up some half-believable story about a burglar. She refused to return to the house until all the rooms had been searched. As Apple Bloom had expected, no signs of a break-in were found, save for the open window in her bedroom. Apple Bloom returned to her bedroom after the search was complete. Other than a few dry leaves and the lingering smell of decay, there was no indication of anything having slept in her bed. However, Apple Bloom found that one of the dresses in her wardrobe was covered with dirt and what appeared to be a single, bloody hoof print. Apple Bloom burned the dress in the fireplace later that day. Night 6. Apple Bloom stayed up all night. She was sleepy to the point of near madness, but she refused to tear her eyes from the window. Fluttershy was watching her yet again. This time, she held a single piece of ripped cloth from her mouth. It was from the dress Apple Bloom had burnt. Apple Bloom had buried the remains of it in the yard. Apple Bloom thought of the eyes and the shadows that seemed to have haunted her early foalhood. She was now convinced she had also heard scratching noises and perhaps tapping. But memories and nightmares had become interchangeable as of late. Apple Bloom was not wholly convinced they were not one and the same. The two sat locked in what seemed to be a staring contest until morning came. As soon as Celestia's light poked its way through the clouds, Fluttershy turned and trotted away. Apple Bloom did not get up from her bed. It was minutes before she at last gave in to slumber.
Wheat Mix Kid?
In the wild office landscape, AA has adapted perfectly. Smoother, thicker, and more vibrant than its rivals. Sourced from a purpose-grown paper tree, it spares natural forests. Remarkable.
Night 7. Applejack had found the remains of the dress and demanded to know why Apple Bloom was burning her clothes. She also asked Apple Bloom about her apparent sleeping troubles and her hostility towards Fluttershy. Apple Bloom confessed nothing. She made excuses that were far from plausible. Apple Bloom did not care if her sister was satisfied or not. A part of her hoped Applejack would send her away, perhaps to a relative's house. At least, Apple Bloom would be far away from this nightmare if that happened. But Applejack had not sent her away. Apple Bloom was certain Applejack was consulting Big Macintosh over the matter. But for the time being, she was forced into another staring contest with Fluttershy, or whatever loathsome creature wore Fluttershy's face, outside her window. Fluttershy pressed her hooves against the window. Her eyes seemed larger than they should have been. She appeared mournful, as if denied some great conquest. Apple Bloom could only stare for so long before she turned away. Fluttershy mouthed those familiar words again.
It's cold out here.
Apple Bloom stuck her head underneath the covers. She did not hear Fluttershy tapping at the window, but that mournful face had taken over her thoughts. Night 8. Applebloom thought she might have been sleepwalking the previous night, for she had not awakened in her bed, but curled up in front of the closed window. Enough is enough, Applebloom thought as she lay in bed. It might have seemed like a brave proclamation, but in truth, Applebloom was terrified. She again did not sleep. Her eyes focused on the creature outside of her window. Fluttershy returned Applebloom's stare, smiling and licking her lips. Night 9. Earlier, Applebloom had overheard her older siblings talking about doctors. She was aware they planned to send her to one. Whatever her siblings planned to do, Applebloom was confident her troubles would end soon enough. Applebloom opened her window that night. She waited until the sun had almost sunk below the trees before she did so. Her family had dozed off a little while ago. Confident she was the only sleepless soul in the house, Applebloom left her bedroom and went downstairs. In the kitchen, Applebloom procured an old gas lamp. She also took the sharpest kitchen knife she could find from the drawer, far more useful than the garden hoe she'd chosen last time. But in this case, the purpose was not mere defense. Applebloom waited until darkness had truly fallen. Then she crept back to her room, the gas lamp held precariously in one hoof, and the knife handle in her mouth. Applebloom nudged the door open, inch by inch, careful to minimize any noise she made. The creature was again lying in Applebloom's bed, the outline of its form underneath the covers. Applebloom placed the gas lamp on the floor. She froze as it touched the floorboards with the slightest thump. But she saw no evidence of the creature awakening at the sound. Applebloom held back a sigh of relief. Applebloom waited a few more minutes to ascertain that the thing was asleep. She then approached the bed, knife still clutched tightly in her mouth. She was shaking, but she refused to hesitate in this moment of action. Applebloom reached the side of the bed and gently pressed both hooves against it. She eased herself up, carefully pulling herself onto the bed next to the creature. And then the creature moved. It was only a slight shift, as if it was trying to get comfortable. But it was enough to completely destroy Applebloom's nerve. Applebloom dropped the knife, a squeak of terror flying out of her mouth. She pressed both hooves against her mouth.
Whoa. What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice.
So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
But it was far too late. The creature seemed to sense Applebloom was near. It moved in one swift, jerky motion, arching its back and bending its head in a way no normal pony could have managed. The creature gave a long growl, its body appearing to convulse as it threw the covers from it. Applebloom screamed, leaping from the bed. The creature leaped from the bed as well, moving in a way similar to a spider. It still resembled Fluttershy, but its neck was bent at an unnatural angle as if broken, bent to one side and upside down. It regarded Applebloom with its upside-down grin, a grin extending far past what should have been possible. Its tongue hung limply from one side of its mouth, like that of an excited dog. It was panting in eagerness. Applejack rushed into the room, a gas lamp in her hoof.
What in the hay is going on?
Applejack said breathlessly. but Applebloom could only whimper, pointing a hoof at the creature that now stood in silent triumph near the window. Applejack's eyes widened with bemusement and horror.
What in darnation?
The creature moved its neck again, adjusting its head to a more normal position. Its face no longer even vaguely resembled Fluttershy. Instead, it had morphed into some twisted mockery of the shy pony's face. The mouth stretched even farther, the pupils smaller than pinpricks. It was breathing heavily, a tongue at least a foot long hanging from its gaping maw. Applejack threw the gas lamp at the creature. It shattered upon impact, setting the vile thing on fire. All at once, the creature's twisted face rearranged itself. It now became a more accurate representation of Fluttershy. The flames started to engulf it immediately. A scent not unlike that of sulfur rose as patches of its fur hastily burned away. The creature objected loudly, alternating between screams eerily similar to those of Fluttershy and deep screeches not unlike that of a tortured bird. The fur and flesh burned away at an unnatural rate, the screams and screeches continuing long after they should have ended. The last to surrender to the inferno was the light pink mane. After a few moments, all that remained was a charred skeleton. Applebloom and Applejack did not speak to each other. Neither spoke a word of the incident, even after Applejack had buried the body in a secluded part of the farm. In fact, they both took the secret to their graves. Applebloom never again slept with her window open, even on particularly hot nights. Eventually, she was able to resume regular interaction with the real Fluttershy, although it took months before she could look her in the eye. And for a while after that, Applebloom would shudder every time Fluttershy smiled. The creature's smile would haunt her for the remainder of her days. Occasionally, on nights when it was particularly cold and the wind is close to howling, Applebloom will swear she hears a tapping at her window, but she never gets up to check. She merely snuggles deeper under her covers, willing herself to enter dreamland quicker. But it is a little harder to ignore the voice. It whispers to her, seemingly inches away from her ear. It sounds very much like Fluttershy.
It's cold down here.
It's the Blinds Gallery 30th Anniversary Sale. Celebrate 3 decades of style and save up to 50%.
Dear Hasbro, my name is Alicia Garcia, a single mother of a 10-year-old daughter named Jennifer Garcia, who is a huge fan of your show. Non-stop, all she ever does is talk about that My Little Pony show and how it's the greatest thing on earth. I've watched a few episodes with her, and I have to admit that I've gotten hooked on it as well. Or at least I used to. I don't see the show the same way nowadays. Ever since she started watching it, all she would ever ask for is a Rainbow Dash doll. Her favorite pony, by the way. I've tried numerous times to try and find her one to buy at the store, but so far I haven't found one, or for that matter, any My Little Pony dolls or figures. I asked one of the clerks if whenever they would ever have some in stock, but she had no idea what I was even talking about. Like, as if she had never heard of the show, or My Little Pony for that matter. I've also looked online, on eBay and Etsy, and still haven't found any toys from your show. A few weeks ago, my daughter Jennifer brought home a Twilight Sparkle vinyl figure that she said she found in the playground under a swing set. It was filthy, with one of the wings ripped off. Someone had colored its eyes black with a pen or marker, and it had the strangest smile that I had ever seen on a doll. It's silly, and I don't even know why I'm writing this, but I get uneasy around that doll. It's almost like this hatred that seems to be burning inside of it. But even with my own reservations, Jennifer loves it and takes it everywhere with her. I can't imagine why she loves it so much. It's a broken toy, but it's her favorite. I tried cleaning it up, but I haven't been able to remove the black ink. She took it with her for a sleepover over at her friend Amelia's house a few weeks ago. I'm not sure what happened, but my daughter isn't allowed to go over there anymore. I didn't get any details from Amelia's parents, but from the little that I do know, it has something to do with Jennifer loaning that Twilight Sparkle doll to her friend, and something happened to her and the toy during the night. Again, it's silly, I know, but the thing is, Jennifer has told me that she hasn't been to school since the sleepover. Something about that all she does is scream now, and has been placed into a hospital. I don't understand what all happened, but it's a bit unnerving again. I caught my daughter on more than one occasion talking to it, and to say the least, I was a bit freaked out. Sometimes it seems like the doll's listening and talking back to her. I know, it could be attributed to, imaginary friends. I mean, we all had those as a kid. And it's silly of me for even to be bringing this up with you, but I just can't shake this feeling. But that's not really what I want to write to you about. The reason why I'm writing to you is because I don't like how the newer episodes are going. They're neither good or wholesome like the ones we first started watching. And to tell you the truth, it's more than a little sick. I don't know how you can even dare call that a children's show. And if I ever figure out the schedule that it's on, I will make sure that my daughter never watches it again. When we started watching My Little Pony, it was on Saturday mornings. Now it seems to be on like almost all the time. Whenever I bring her home from school and when she wakes up in the morning, and almost all the day I find it on. I'm not sure how they do it, but for almost half a year now, My Little Pony is on almost all hours of the day and night. It's gotten so bad that I've started to unhook the cable from the TV, and now all we watch is DVDs and shows on Netflix. But what's really upsetting is how the new episodes are going. Whoever's in charge there at Hasbro, like you reading this, or the company as a whole, I don't know what makes these shows or who makes them, but they're downright evil. Only a twisted person would make something like this and like it. I thought it was strange that it was on all the time, but I didn't mind. That all changed with the Season 3 Episode 14, Flutterpet, the one where Fluttershy's pet rabbit, Angel, gets sick and has to be put down. I mean, it was such a horrible episode. I didn't like how the other ponies laughed at Fluttershy and called her names for letting Angel get sick. They kept on until Fluttershy broke down and started crying while the other ponies gleefully ripped the poor bunny Angel apart. Like, physically. I can't unshake that episode. Like, I was watching it with my daughter, and what was even more shocking was my daughter's reaction. She was just laughing and carrying on as if it was just another episode. This is the type of show that you want to put on air? The next episode was Season 3's Episode 15, Pinky Party Pinky. I remember the name of this one, and that it was even worse than the other one. Basically, it was about how Pinky threw a party for all of her friends and how they all hated it, telling her that she was a failure and her parties were terrible and that nobody liked her and wished she was dead. The other ponies tormented Pinky until she literally flipped out. She started biting herself, pulling her hair out, while she was laughing and crying at the same time. God, it was awful. It was so bad I turned it off and told my daughter that she was never allowed to watch it ever again. It was more disturbing how it didn't seem to bother my daughter at all, though. I talked to her about it later on, and she told me the Twilight Sparkle doll had said that Pinkie Pie deserved it. Her parties were stupid, and no one likes her, and they all wish that she was dead. I was shocked, stunned. I took that damn doll away from her, and I wanted nothing to do with your show. I thought this matter was closed. I threw the doll away and thought that it was the end of it. But it wasn't. The next day, after dinner, a new episode came on as Jennifer and I watched a cartoon on Nickelodeon. What threw me off was that I thought My Little Pony never aired on Nickelodeon. It's not one of their shows. And it was just as horrible as the others. This one was called First Flight Twilight. It was an episode where Twilight Sparkle was trying to learn how to fly with her wings when she couldn't get it right. After her third try, the others got so mad that they ripped one of her wings off. Just like the doll that my daughter had, now that I come to think of it. And they threw her off a cliff. I mean, you can clearly see her hit the ground. There was blood everywhere, along with the sickening sound of Twilight breaking her neck. Every other episode after that, Twilight had one of her wings missing and her head hangs at this weird angle. I don't get you people. Are your creators mentally sick? Like I said before, as much as I try to stop my daughter from watching the show, it comes on from time to time. And all the other episodes are just as mean. Applejerk when they set Applejack's house on fire and call her names as her and her family are trapped inside and they burn to death. Colors of the Rainbow, that one episode where they trap Rainbow Dash in a well and fill it up with water and then they just watch her drown while they're laughing as she's screaming her head off. How can you call yourself a kid-friendly company when you put trash like this on? There are more episodes like this, but I don't really want to get into it. I have forbidden my daughter, who didn't really seem to have mind it at all, from watching your My Little Pony show anymore. She somehow got that damn doll back. Don't ask me how, but all she told me was that I shouldn't have done that. I made Twilight angry. What this means is beyond me. She is my child, and I will handle this on my own. As you know that this is my second letter to you about your show, I've attached your response to my first letter.
Dear Miss Garcia, we thank you for your time to write to us about this, but Hasbro has never nor will at this point in time have any plans for the creation of a My Little Pony show, and from what you have described in some of the episodes, I'm not sure if this is some sort of joke from you or another person. Hasbro's committed to children entertainment and merchandise, and we would never create horrific shows that would torment our viewers. If you can give us more information about this, we will look into this. Sincerely, Hasbro Legal.
This is your show. It has to be. I see your logo on every single episode. Attached are the photos that I took with my cell phone of the screen of the episode. So don't give me this that it's not your... Wait. What's that sound? I can hear the show coming on in the back.
Bro, it's gorgeous out here today. It's really the kind of day that makes you want to settle down, you know? Not be such a screw-up. Well, it's my first week here at Elite World, brah, and I'm totally living it up. The minute I met my boy Player, I knew we had a connection. Days like this make you want to reevaluate things. You wonder maybe if you had studied harder, taken that opportunity. Not lived the dream so hard, brah. You know, I don't know. Things might be different. But then you stop and realize that what you got, bro, where you are, it's pretty bitchin'. Yeah, we're totally hitting it off. Well, Player, enough of that gay shit. Let's get wasted. Grab the limes!
Well, it's the first week of Elite World, and things are going smoothly. It's kind of hard to find time for World of Battle lore. That's my favorite game. Plus, my girlfriend is on there. I take off my Roman Wizard hat.
The first week Elite World has been amazing, though I didn't expect everyone to be so poorly dressed.
What's wrong with the clothes I got on?
They're just, you know, out of season.
How about you eat a dick sandwich? I tell you what, man, if that butt pirate tries to take advantage of me again, there will be hell to pay.
Everyone's okay, I suppose. They've given me a nickname, Noob. I'm not sure what it means, but they laugh really hard every time they say it, so you know it's gotta be good.
Being the counter-terrorist with the most experience here, I gotta say, I've got my concerns. I've watched these soldiers cut around for several days now, and I don't like what I see. Not one bit.
Having judged my team, I feel it is safe to say I am only one with background in much badass. They are too soft and squishy, like the squishy toys. Something needs to be done.
It's time for a team meeting.
All right, team. It's time to listen up. For too long have I sat here and watched you act like imbeciles. We are in this competition to show the world the true heart of terror. We are in this to show the world...
Wait, so how are we supposed to win the competition?
Pardon?
Well, it's a reality show. Terrorists and counter-terrorists live in a house together, and they have to perform challenges against each other,
I know
right?
what the show is. But more important than winning, which we will do...
How do you know we're gonna win? What if they're just better than us?
I grow weary of your brain like donkey. I am moving over here. Any terrorist that has the cojones can come follow me. Yes.
What's with that guy?
Man, do you even know who he is? His name is Cortez Emilio Alejandro Jesus Cardinal, and in his time, he was the greatest badass who ever lived.
In his time?
That man over there was the leader of the Ocho Muertos, son. Where the f*** are you from? They put all kinds of hits out on high-priority targets, blowing shit up? Come on now.
He was the tiger indeed, but now he's just a shell of a man. I wouldn't even let him buy me a soda. Well, maybe if he asked real nice.
Wow, a real-life terrorist. What happened to him?
He's blind as a bat now. He was caught in an explosion.
He was betrayed by a member of his own team. His vision never recovered from the explosion, and some would say his corazon.
You know, I reckon that much is true. Though I hear that his other senses are heightened from the blast.
Huh?
Wow, like Daredevil?
Man, don't you know that the Daredevil was a homosexual?
What? With who?
Lex Luthor.
I think you're missing the point. I'm not sure if he's fit to lead us. He's not what he used to be.
Huh. And who is Mr. Brokeback? You?
Hello, I grow tired of waiting. Come to me and we will perform some team-building games.
Games? That gives me a delicious idea. And furthermore, this outfit needs some discipline. Now, I know I'm an old-timer, but I can show you boys the ropes. Teach you how to be winners, how to be real soldiers.
Raha, f***ing chill. I got a monster hangover.
Are you still drunk? Isn't it like 9 in the morning?
Player and I raided the Cuervo. We raided till the sun came up. Took so many shots. At least 40.
Pathetic. Just pathetic. You expect to win with this kind of attitude?
Listen. We're on TV. F***ing chill.
Soldiers, this is reality. We're here to stop these terrorists, to show the world that the men and women who serve them and keep them safe are putting their trust in the right place. And we've got to keep it in line. We've got to keep it together or this whole thing falls apart. And we're going to start with target practice.
Oh, sweet. My guild and I do this on World of Battle lore. Well, before they nerf my elementals, my pets are just troll fodder now. LOL.
Okay, I seriously didn't understand a damn word you just said, but listen up. These bottles over here are our targets.
Dude, nothing tequila, I'll f***ing kill you!
You like booze, huh, son?
Oh, yeah. I could use a shot right now, actually.
Shots, huh? Why don't you come stand here next to me? We'll do some shots.
Dude, that was hella creepy. But whatever. Try anything once. Let's do some shots.
Marco. This is ridiculous. This is not what I had in mind when I speak of team-building games. This is in fact a cruel perversion of that idea. I refuse to participate.
Marco!
Stop it. I will not play this game.
Polo. Oh, Marco.
I feel like every team meeting should end with a rousing game of Marco Polo.
Yeah, Brokeback's real into that Marco game or whatever. Sometimes it kind of creeps me out.
Marco.
Huh?
I am Cortez. I lead great men into battle. This is not the path I wanted.
Marco.
For the last time, stop. I am going to...
What's he looking at?
He's not looking at anything, you idiot. He's blind.
Maybe he's seeing with his ears, like Daredevil.
Boy, if I told you once, I have told you 1,000 times that the Daredevil was gay.
Cortez, what are you doing?
I thought there was something in the trees. And Polo, bitches!
You know, man, I might be offended that he tried to kill us if he wasn't so pathetic.
Dude, I'm not cool with this right now.
You haven't heard of William Tell, soldier? That's some good reading. Now we're gonna start our target practice, soldiers, by shooting this bottle off of Chet's head. So who wants to be my first...
Dude, I'm scared.
I like your enthusiasm, son. It's really nice, but why don't we let Leroy here have a shot?
Okay, but... Wow, OMG!
Son of a bitch. Looks like we can make men out of you boys after all.
Dude, I'm scared, but I taste the tequila. It's my only friend.
Well, I had to give some tough love, but I think we learned a valuable lesson today.
Right now, it is clear that this team needs a firm hand. I have my work cut out for me.
I love playing my video games, but I don't know. Shooting that bottle, it felt really good. Like when I dupe items and then sell them to some noob.
Dude, if there's one thing I learned today, it's don't f*** with that dude Westheimer. He's worse than the clap I got from that slut in Tijuana. F*** you, Amy. You ruined my summer. You bitch.
Huzzah! So, nice day outside today, huh?
I guess.
Listen here, boy. A little bit of sunshine didn't hurt anybody. Least of all you.
Alright.
Kids these days, playing your videos and your games and your Grand Theft Autos. I have what I call a fatherly style of leadership. I show respect, compassion, and concern for the well-being of my soldiers. But with disobedience comes strong discipline.
Ow!
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
This is just like rushing Alpha Beta.
Westheimer's alright, I guess. He kinda reminds me of my guild leader on World of Battlelore. He's always shouting orders, but then we realized he's really only yelling at his mom who came into his room.
I don't know how to fix the boy, but I gotta try. Maybe he needs to get laid. You know, real people laid. Not that crazy magic people shit.
I slowly remove your blessed chainmail, lowering your overall HP but revealing your supple breast. My fingers quiver against your elven flesh. I say the ancient words of your people before the colloidal ritual. Druseria, Druseria, Druseria. There's more than one reason they call me a wood elf. That's just how I roll.
This game looks gorgeous. We give it a 5 out of 5.
Dude, 5 out of 5 for that piece of shit? Tech TV was so much better.
This game is sizzling.
Dude, you're so my bro. Yeah, you are, player. Don't hide it. Let it happen, brah. Whoa, dude, what is this shit? I'm supposed to watch my pre-fantasy draft.
Hello, Chet. I'm the producer. You are currently living in my house, being seen on my TV show. So far, you've become accustomed to your teammates, but now the real fun begins. The testing, the entertainment, the drama.
He wants us to do chores? Cleaning the house and stuff?
I'm telling you, compadre, that's what he said. So if one person fucks this up, we all lose.
So let me get this straight. We are gathered here with you infidel dogs, and we are supposed to work with you?
Now, it's just a list of chores. No need to get your panties in a bunch, Cortez.
I believe that Montrose here is the only one who wears panties.
Oh, you mean the ones I got from your dad?
Oh, yeah, well, what about son of a bitch?
Everybody hear that sound? Bitch got served.
Cállate! Don't insult me again, old man, or there will be grave consequencias.
Is that even a word in Spanish?
Okay, this is clearly getting us nowhere. I think we're gonna have to trust Chet on this one. Whoever this producer is, I think he's calling the shots. Besides, it wouldn't hurt us to do a little work around here.
Thank you, dude. The rest of you can all go yourself.
Thanks for that, Chet. How about this? We divide everything between outside chores and inside chores. We should split those evenly between the two teams, and then we rotate them every day. Sound fair? Good. Leroy, you're good with computers. Can you get started on a spreadsheet that maps out all the shit we gotta do?
And how do we know that you dogs will come through on your end of the bargain?
You heard the man. One person doesn't come through, we all lose. So let's get to it.
Okay, guys, here's the list I got from Leroy.
Let me have a look at it. Damn it, curse my feeble eyes. Read it to me.
Well, there's organizing the gun supplies, scrubbing the toilets,
sweeping the floors,
cleaning the horse stable.
We have a horse stable? Donde?
Yeah, we got one. It's in the back by the truck.
Really? There are horses? Who cleans them first?
You do.
Damn it. Who cleans them second?
You again.
Son of Peach!
So the chores, they were going all right, I guess. But then we ran into some complications.
Hold the phone a minute. You do it on the computer.
It's just as good as the real thing, I think.
Soldier, that doesn't make a lick of sense. How could typing words in the keyboard about... Ugh. Dumbledore's wand, what is that smell? There's a pile of shit in the river. Someone's not cleaning out the septic tank.
Player's right, guys.
So, you guys think it was one of them?
Has to be, brah. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. Player, you're supposed to have my back. I'm so testy lately.
Hold on, there's an easier solution here. Let's just look at the chart.
That won't tell you anything. You don't know what day the tank didn't get cleaned.
Alright, so basically we check around the house, we find out which chores haven't been done, and then we pound someone's face.
Alright, soldiers, go scout it out. But remember, keep it subtle.
Dude, Tros, what's up?
Is this important? I'm cleaning up public hairs.
I just threw up in my mask.
What? You can't arrest me. We're on a TV show.
That's right, perp. Ever seen an interrogation before? I'm about to hacksaw your ass.
I'll tell you anything.
Let's start from the top.
Yes, bueno, caballito. ¿Qué?
Well, that was a complete waste of time. Where's Leroy? Hold on, player. Now, the noob wouldn't spill about his teammates, but he did tell me that he noticed a few other things that weren't finished this week. If we just coordinate those with the flowchart... Good God, son. It's hard enough for me to concentrate without your text all over the screen. What is it?
Yes, sending your team to spy on us. Yes, I know all about your plan. Don't do your chores and then blame them on us.
Just who I wanted to see.
I will not stand here and be accused.
You bet your blind ass you will. I knew you couldn't be trusted.
An insult. Let's settle this right here, right now.
My pleasure.
Question? I hate to interrupt, but I just had to ask. Aren't you blind? How did you know what player just said to you?
I do not know.
Man, that's some f***ed up shit.
He really is like Daredevil.
Daredevil didn't scrub imaginary caballeros.
Enough! Time to die, dogs.
Oh man, this is awesome! I just wish that nerdy guy was here to see.
Yeah, dude, where's Leroy? Teams, dude, teams!
Teams are fine.
Wait, Ahmad. Which chores did you say weren't done?
You aren't getting out of this. We will have our blood.
Would you just shut up? I think I know who the perp is. We should kick you off the show, you know.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I did all of my chores.
I know you manipulated the chart, Leroy. I should have seen it from the beginning. Carefully rotating the chores so that you didn't have to do any. Pretty clever.
Sorry. I just wanted to play World of Battlelore. What's gonna happen to me?
Not a thing. You might not think so, but I could be a kind man. Do it again, though, and I'll smash your testicles with a hammer.
Wait, are all the rest of the guys mad at me? They're gonna kill me.
I opened up Chet's stash of booze. I think they'll be alright.
Bro, I didn't mean it. You're solid.
It's alright, Bo. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're cool.
Dude, Tros. We bros?
Bros.
Man, you know this whole chores thing ain't so bad. It's kind of like being back on the farm. Without the pigs and the cows and the cousins trying to have sex with you.
I think we all learned a valuable lesson today about camaraderie, work ethic, and forgiveness. I think we could all stand to learn a little more, too.
Doing chores isn't as bad as I thought. It does seriously cut into my gaming time, though. If only there was a way to get away from everything while I played. I kind of miss the privacy. You know, I think I have a great idea.
Bitch got served. Bitch got served. Oh, bitch, you got served. Bitch got served. Now, little Nubito, watch closely.
Right.
I've noticed that the infidel leader relates differently to his team than I do. My way is not so homo. But perhaps a change is in order.
Lately, I've been trying to do whatever I can to get rid of this noob title. I even started RTFMing. So, the bomb's counting down now?
See.
Okay, let's see. I put this wire here, and this wire... Wait, this is a fake bomb, right?
Do I appear loco? Of course it is fake. Why would you have a real one?
Hey, bro, how's it going? Dude, hold on. Let me get my kit. Dude, this is gonna sound kind of crazy. Bear with me for a second. I think Player's trying to kill me. No, I'm dead serious, bro. I think he's trying to kill me. Dude, bro, do you know why Westheimer wants me to defuse this fake bomb?
Uh-oh. Was that supposed to happen? Man, it's my fault, isn't it?
Yes, this I blame on you.
This means we're still friends right now, right? Okay? Best friends? Okay, see ya. Call you later.
Westheimer was not happy about that bomb going off. He fucking flew off the handle, brah.
It's just not safe, you know? Someone could get hurt.
So, naturally, something had to hit the fan. Oh man, Westheimer is TO'd.
I don't think I've ever seen him this angry.
Maybe if you terrorists wouldn't keep your bombs lying around.
Hold on there, Bo. I got just as much a right to blow shit up as the next feller.
Cortez! Cortez!
What the heck is his problem?
Ever since Cortez and I became best friends, I figured that I should develop a super secret way to communicate with him. Since he's blind and has a superhero hearing, I'll just talk to him loud enough so only he can hear. If you can hear me, and I know you can, buddy, kick his ass. Also, your sunglasses make you look awesome.
Does he have some kind of learning disability?
I wonder what they're talking about.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that...
Yes, you are. When you talk that way, it makes me feel like I'm less of a...
Look, you just stop bringing bombs in the house, okay?
You can't tell Cortez what to do. Only Cortez can tell Cortez what to do.
Listen, Helen Keller, I know it's a different world now that you've got a handicap. It's hard to cope, I'm sure, but if you hurt one of my boys, it won't be just your eyes that are broken.
No, you listen. If push comes to shove, I'm going to...
Cortez? Cortez! You're a catastrophe.
I thought I heard. Wait, come back here. I'm not finished with you. Where did you go? Aha!
Uh-oh. Something tells me that Cortez isn't going to take this kind of insult lightly. I'm going to keep my eye on him.
So we busted it in the dean's office, right? Popped open the Cuervo. The bitches were coming over. What? Dude, Cortez? No way, man. He's irrelevant. Worthless. Not even worried about that f***. He's shittier than my fantasy team, brah.
So this is my super secret plan, yes? The plan to destroy the counter-terrorists.
Okay, you're blind and you want us to give you our explodey things.
More or less.
Who died and made you leader anyway?
Como?
You always coming here making your demands, throwing your weight around like you're some kind of hot shot? What if I wanted to be the leader?
You? Yeah, right. Color me out of style.
What is wrong with me being the leader? I've got experience, I've got the know-how, and I do believe that I have the charismania.
First of all, it's charisma. Second, how long have your cousins been marrying each other? 6, 7 generations?
Hold on now. Mary Louise and Uncle Bo was second cousins. That's legal in 7 of the contiguous United States.
Are you going to give me your bombs? Or do I have to take them from you?
Threats will do you no good, Rico Suave. My bomb is hidden in a very secure place.
You don't mean...
Pardon? Oh god, you're serious. I don't know how you did things in the Ocho Muertos, but here in Real People Land, no one does that.
Oh, bueno. Because I thought you had put it...
Why would you think that?
Now hold the phone here. We're talking about his ass, right?
Yes.
I just wanted to clarify. You two are having your own damn conversation over there, and I'm just a little behind is all.
Yes, Ellis. Cortez thinks I put the bomb in my badunkadunk.
And we're all in agreement that that's a stupid fucking idea, right?
Yes, Ellis.
All right, then. I'm gonna run to the little boy's room and pull the bomb out of my... I'm gonna poop.
You want my help?
Yes, little Nibito. I have just one bomb since those other imbeciles wouldn't give me theirs. And we are going to plant it.
Oh, cool. Where?
Somewhere that will really hurt them. Somewhere that will make them weep. Somewhere that they will remember when they see their grandchildren's tears.
Wow, that's awesome. So where's that?
I have no idea.
Where would we normally plant a bomb?
In the bomb site, por supuesto.
Are there any bomb sites on this map?
Little Nobito, you have much to learn.
Well, if there are no bomb sites in this house, let's put it somewhere different.
Wait, you want us to put the bomb somewhere other than the bomb site?
Yeah, pretty much.
You are a genius.
That's what my mom always tells me.
So then I say to the guy, listen, we're dying over here fighting these werebats, and you're not giving us our buffs. How are we supposed to do that?
You really need to get a life. You should come out drinking with us on Thursday, brah.
Have you guys seen Cortez anywhere?
Yeah, dude. Blind guy. Can't see shit. Always wears Folkleys. He lives here.
I don't know, guys. I haven't seen him since our argument. I have a feeling he may be up to something. Good God, that came from upstairs!
OMG, my computer! No, OMG, my hard drive.
Dude, Leroy, you might want to stay out of here, man. It's ugly.
Oh, God, it's all gone. It's all gone.
Dude, that's just being spirited. Who would do this?
Cortez!
Dude, Leroy flew off the fucking handle, brah. About his computer, that is. Not about the bitches that were there the other night. Kept him up till like 4 in the morning. But he's probably playing his fucking nerdy-ass video games anyways. Why don't you hang out with us, Leroy?
I'm gonna go level 58, on your ass.
Not so fast.
Wow, that was so cool. I'm glad you're my best friend.
You can't hit me. You're blind.
I don't have to see to hit you at this range.
Leroy, get away from him. He may be blind, but he's still dangerous and batshit loco.
Yes, I am feeling a little loco.
Cortez, what you did was low. We're gonna settle this right here, right now.
You can try.
My guests, I do request that you all move towards the basement.
I have an important announcement.
My guests. Dude, guys, we should get the out of here. Towards the basement.
This isn't over.
Terrorists and counter-terrorists, get ready. I think the time is right for your first challenge. We're going to
DE Dust 2.
awesome! It's challenge week here on the Elite World. That means we get to shoot the other team.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about kicking some terrorist ass, brah. Things have been going really well, except for Player. He learned how to use the radio commands. It's fucking annoying.
Okay, team, this is what we've been training for. Best 2 out of 3 wins. For our first round, we're gonna go... Player, I know you're very excited about these radio commands.
Affirmative.
Okay, so the first round, we're gonna...
Negative.
OMG, he's such a noob.
Negative.
Real talk, dude. You gotta cut that out. I'm serious.
Negative.
There's no way the terrorist meeting is worse than this.
Remember the plan, team. We'll call for each other if we need help.
Negative.
Leroy and I will take bomb site B.
Sweet, brah. We'll wait for him at long A.
Bueno, so we will do what we discussed. First, I will throw a smoke grenade over to Mittel, which will confuse them like chupacabras. Then, we will...
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, little Nubito. What is it?
Where are Ellis and Montrose going?
Damn it. Come back. I mean, Vaminos. Yes, go where I say.
Dude, I hear someone coming. Be quiet and wait for my signal. Chill the fuck out, dude. All talk's on.
Hello? Hello?
Get back here, you retard!
Hey guys, I think it's clear.
Shh.
What?
Dude, now!
If only you fools had listened to me.
Oh, would you stop your bitching for 1 second, man? I'm blind. No one listens to me. My vagina hurts.
My vagina doesn't. Wait a minute.
Alright, dude, let's throw our nades.
Fire in the hole.
Shh. Nice team flash, Player.
Forget this. Watch and learn, boys.
Son of a bitch, this is so your fault. Radio commands don't work when you're dead, bro.
I know everyone saw that.
My God, that was amazing.
Que lindo eres.
Pwned, bitch. Oh, look at that. Your face is all messed up. How do you like your tea?
If my eyes worked, they would be offended.
Want some sugar? 1 scoop or 2?
Holy shit!
Fly, you fool, fly!
That'll show him. Always keep your eyes peeled, right, Leroy?
I bet Cortez is over there. I'm gonna kill him.
Leroy, come back here.
Hold it right there, Bo. Reach for the sky.
Hands up, perp.
Prepare to die, dog.
So, who's gonna make the first move? Whew. For a second there, I thought I was got her.
Terrorists win.
Holy shit!
Okay, guys, stay frosty. They won that round, but they don't know how to function like a team. We're going to A together, and then we'll work around if we don't meet any resistance.
Stick together, team.
Player, FTW, good job.
Ass kisser.
Good golly, that was some good shooting, Ahmad. Here, you get to hold on to the bomb, but remember, you keep it safe.
Yes, Nubito. The whole round depends on this object.
Keep it safe. Got it.
Let's do this, gentlemen.
Está bien. The bomb site is clear.
the hell was that noise?
What?
You just did something. Where's the bomb?
I hid it to keep it safe, just like you guys said.
Okay. Where the hell did he hide it?
Curses! Why would you do this?
Now we'll never plan it.
No, I think it's reachable. Montrose, see if you can get your arm in there.
You're the one that gave him the bomb, Iceman. You get it.
But it's rusty, man.
Cállate. Did you hear that sound?
Got owned.
We'll still win.
Want to put some money on that?
I'll bet you $50.
I'll bet you 15,000.
Player, no!
All right, nerd, it's just me and you. This ain't like one of them MMOs that you play. This is real life. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, shit.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh, man, that's bullshit. Why don't you all go eat a bag of dicks?
Last round, soldiers. Same as last time.
Lock and load.
Roger that.
Wait!
What do you want, man?
Looks clear to me.
Why can't I hold the bomb this time? I'll keep it safe.
Shut up! Ellis, relinquish the bomb to me.
Man, are you kidding? Like, I'd trust you with this thing.
Shocked as I may be to say it, I agree with Ellis.
F you, Montrose.
Like father, like son.
Listen to me. I will make sure the bomb gets planted. We only have one shot at this. Let me take the bomb to Shorty.
Are we gonna talk all day or are we gonna kill something?
Let's go kill some counter-terrorists.
You are making a grave mistake.
All right, guys, here they come.
You ready to bring the pain, player?
Looks clear to me, man. After you, Montrose.
You must be joking.
Good point. After you, Ahmad.
Awesome! I get to go first!
Wait, little Nobito. I have a bad feeling about this.
Get some!
Well, you gotta admire his enthusiasm.
Fire in the hole.
Get back here, you guys.
Whoa, this is awesome! Look at all the cool colors!
Ahmad, will you shut up? I cannot see shit and I... Run for it, boy!
All right, we win! Oh, shit, I don't know.
Boom! Boom!
Are you kidding me? They don't have kids?
It seems victory will be ours after all.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, Cortez.
Push that button, bro. Dude, wait, there's only like 10 seconds!
Yeah. Son of a bitch! You know, I hate to say it, man, but I think Cortez was right. I think if we'd listened to him, things might have gone our way.
If anything, this week showed my true feelings about our team are confirmed. They are weak. I will have to bend them to my will. Then the counter-terrorists will feel the full fury of my wrath.
Well, I think it was a pretty solid outing for us. We'll kick their ass again next time, too. Something was weird, though. When I was defusing the bomb at the end, I had this odd feeling that I wasn't alone. It's kind of weird.
Sensitivity is when you feel that short, sharp pain. Sensodyne Repair and Protect has Novamin. It forms strong reparative layer over sensitive teeth. Try Sensodyne. It works. Nobody does sensitivity like Sensodyne.
Leroy, this place looks good as new.
Thanks, I guess.
I thought it would be good for Leroy to clean up the mess in the computer room. Kind of a way for him to say goodbye to all his World of Battle horrors. Maybe start living a more normal life. One that doesn't include Elven erotica.
I don't know why Westheimer made me clean up the mess. It was all Cortez's fault. I can't believe I didn't get to zerg his ass. But I guess I need to put it behind me.
The dog Westheimer made his underling clean the remains of the room I destroyed. I hope the little nerd used his tears to lavar the ashes.
Man, I told you I was gonna plant the bomb. You can't even see where the bomb's supposed to go.
Quiet, fool. Your whining is unwelcome here. From now on, I and I alone will be giving this team the direcciones.
Don't you have to see to give directions?
Great news, boys. I just got a text on my Blancoberry. We're going on vacation.
Because of our hard work, the producer's sending us to Italy. It's gonna rule, brah. We're gonna soak up some sun, throw back some suds. I don't know, find some sluts to party with.
This is the best news I've heard since Posh Spice moved to America. She's just so fabulous.
Italy. The sights, the sounds, the smells. It's just so refreshing. You boys may not know it, but these are my old stomping grounds.
You grew up in Italy? But you don't sound Italian.
I'm not. My poor handicapped single mother moved here after the war. Life could be tough out here in the city trying to fight for survival. Maybe I can show you guys more about the—
Let's party!
Listening to Westheimer talk about his childhood was worse than farming for gold to get my epic mount in World of Battle lore.
Dude, this is the lamest vacation ever. It's cool if Westheimer's idea of a vacation is doing a lot of shit that sucks, but that's not how the Chester rolls, brah.
Something tells me it's gonna be a long day.
Say, where are the terrorists?
So, this is Italy, huh? You know, in my mind's eye, I always kind of pictured it a little less shitty.
Maybe all the cool stuff's inside, like a mall. Do you think there's a hot topic?
No. This is all wrong. What have you done?
This is a competition, and this team is soft. So yes, I paid the driver to take us to the warehouse district. I did much of my own terrorist training in these metal edificios.
You son of a bitch, you rickrolled us!
I know this may make you upset, but I care not. I must impart to you my wisdom. Today, we will train, and we will show the world that we are Los Dominators.
Yeah, you showed him, Cortez. Doesn't his headband look so stupid? What?
Now, I'm not normally a violent person, but I swear to God, I want to kill that little f***er.
Okay, here's the plan. Cortez is in there, and we need to flash him. And then, we infiltrate.
Why are we even infiltrating here, man? Shouldn't we be inside trying to stop the CTs from coming in?
We have to think like the other team. Duh. Come on, someone open up the door for me. Guys, try to get into this. We have to learn to start working together.
Oh man, I hope we kill all these CT bastards. Come on, Montrose, let's go.
Roger that, Ellis. I'm so glad that we can be on the same team so that we can infiltrate this building to save the hosties.
Yeah, man, it sure helps to think like the enemy.
This exercise is totally not bullshit.
But it's not like you have anything better to do with your time. You don't even have a cousin here to make out with.